Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. There is an Object 268 version 4, and now there's an Object 268 version 5. Here it is on your screen. Equipped with some purple equipment. Gun rammer, improved aiming, and I believe that's turbo, but I always get it screwed up. I always screw up turbo and improved rotation. It's Piggyman from the Cell Clan. Shout out to you guys. Guys, I've got one of these. I was able to get it in the Hammer Will Fall event. What is it? You know, that thing that was kind of like the black market with the bidding? This was one of the tanks. This was one of them. Look at it here. It looks like a heavy tank, but it's a TD. You're going to learn a little bit about it in this replay. How many of you guys went out and bought it? I wonder if there's an infestation of them in the game now. I haven't played this tier yet because I've been grinding my little low tier one. Well, say hello to my big gun. I guess the honeymoon period isn't over. Not bad. 1271 alpha. That's what this gun has. 1271 alpha. And he's decided to leave. He's leaving right away. Where are you going? You were doing so well. We're going to watch 2 games today, guys, in this beast of a tank, which I get, it's a heavy tank, but it's designated a TD. Now, if you don't appreciate the importance of that, then, you know, I'll explain it to you, but you're not that astute. And I don't mean to insult all you viewers. But let me explain, without insulting you. I mean, there are probably some Muppets watching right now. If you're a Muppet and you're watching, if you clicked on my video and you said, I've never watched a Klaus Kellerman video, I wonder what it's all about. And then you clicked, and this is the first video you're watching, and then you're right about to leave now thinking, that's the first video I clicked, Klaus Kellerman video, and the guy called me a Muppet, and he said I wasn't astute. Well, welcome to the channel. Now, let me explain. As he switches to premium ammo. Let me just look at the ammo here first. He has put heat now. 395 pen, 750 alpha, as opposed to the regular shell, which is armor piercing 303 pen, 750 alpha. The importance or the significance of this being classified as a TD, but playing basically as a heavy tank. It looks like a heavy tank. It moves like a heavy tank. It has a turret like a heavy tank. It doesn't have like super armor, but it has all heavy tank characteristics. But it's a TD. So what, Klaus? What do you mean? What are you trying to say? Are you trying to say the game's rigged? No, let me finish. What happens is, it's all about the matchmaker. Oh, wait, let's watch this shot. You've got a side shot there, buddy. Pull out, just like a heavy tank would, and take your shot. The point is, as he tries to back up. Okay, let's just watch the shot, and then I'm going to keep going. 751 is his HP. 750 is his alpha. What does Russia say? Russia says low roll. Okay, the significance, guys, is that if you roll out in one of these, the matchmaker will not necessarily put one of these on the enemy team. That's not how the matchmaker works. It could do that. It could try and balance the teams, right? Like if, for example, if one team has a platoon of chieftains, right? The matchmaker could say, or could think, and say, oh, one team has a platoon of chieftains. It's a really good hull-down tank with good gun depression. Well, we should put 2 similar tanks on the enemy team, preferably 2 chieftains, and if we can't find 2 chieftains, maybe 2 super conquerors. You'd think the matchmaker might do that. That would be called intelligent matchmaking. But that's not what happens, because the matchmaker is stupid. Boop. Okay? The matchmaker, all it does is it says, one team has heavy tank, other team should have heavy tank. One team has 4 light tanks, next team should have 4 light tanks. And sometimes it doesn't even get that right. So when you roll out in this thing, the matchmaker says one team has TD. This team has a TD. It has an Object 268 version 5. What should we put on the enemy team? A TD. Well, what should we put on there? Well, we'll put a Grillet. So this team has a Grillet. Okay. Are you understand? Boop. So one team gets a tank that is completely or different than this one in many, many occasions. Sometimes the matchmaker will put an Object 268 version 4 or a Jagdpanzer E100 as his counterpart, and that might be okay. But there's going to be many situations where the enemy team gets like a Grillet or an STRV or something like that as the counterpart to this. And then you end up in a city map, and what happens is this team has an extra heavy tank, in quotations. Right? The team that has the Object 268 version 5 really has an extra heavy tank. Oh, and now he's getting farmed by Progetto, and he bounced on the Progetto. I'm not saying that it's broken, it's overpowered, it's going to destroy the game. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that its classification is going to lead to more lopsided matchmaking fails. There's going to be a lot of fails in the matchmaker. In the same way that there's fails in the matchmaker when the wheeled vehicles were introduced. The wheeled vehicles were introduced, and instead of having a new class of vehicles called wheeled vehicles, so that if one team gets 3 EBR 105s, which happens, the other team should get 3, so that it's balanced. No, you're gonna get farmed up the ass. 2. He's gonna farm you, but he missed, and you snapped him. RNG, it's easy for you and me. Here's a shit barn. Oh boy, this is beautiful. Load an HE shell, buddy. Load an HE shell. Yes, he's loading an HE shell. Let's watch it, guys. This is going to be glorious. For Mother Russia, HE shell is ready. Готов. Now, so my point is, in the same way that EBRs can destroy a game through the matchmaker, like if one team has 3 EBRs and the matchmaker on the opposing team puts a Rheinmetall's Panzerwagen, a Manticore, and an AMX 105 on one team, and 3 EBR 105s on the other team, and then you get Prokhorovka, the game's fucked, right? It's not even playable. The match is decided, and it's a matchmaking fail, and it's just another 3-minute game to throw on the heap, which could be solved easily by fixing the matchmaker and not letting that kind of lopsided setup to the game occur. It's easy, right? You just have to make sure the matchmaker's not stupid, right? All we have to do is make sure matchmaker is not stupid. But this is very difficult, Yuri. Well, why is it difficult? Well, because person who programs matchmaker is stupid. Oh. So, you understand what I'm saying? So now you have a tank that's basically a heavy tank. This is a heavy tank, but they called it a TD. So, guaranteed, there's going to be some games where the matchmaker is stupid, and it's going to be a fail matchmaking. There's going to be that situation when maybe 3 of these platoon, and the enemy team gets 2 Grillets and an STRV, and there's a platoon of 3 of these, and then you get Himmelsdorf. That's going to be fun for the Grillet players, right? And that's my point. So anyways, having said all that, isn't this fun? We're watching World of Tanks. He is going to go back to reset. But he's worried about the STRV. You're not detected, so someone's got to go back. It's going to have to be you. It has to be you. Only you. It has to be you. But don't go that way. Keep going. The cap is kind of protected from this angle. You got to get right to the corner. But I think he's letting the 60 TP go. He's letting the 60 TP go. 60 TP is now rounding the corner. 60 TP will get hit by the invisible STB-1 or STB-103. What the hell? STB-103B? What is that? Oh, STRV. Duh! The STB-1 is in the cap. The STRV-103B is being attacked by the artillery. The artillery actually shot him, and I think he exploded. And now he gets to shoot that guy in the ass. This is beautiful. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let them see some Russian HE, but you did not load HE. Okay, one. Is he going to load HE? Load HE and shoot that STRV in the ass. Load HE. Oh my god. Load HE. Load HE. Oh, he'd be dead with HE, buddy, but you decided not to. Okay, all is good. All is well that ends well. All is well that ends well. 8,808 damage. In the heat of the moment, guys, you know, I'm yelling, load HE, because I'm just watching this game. I'm not controlling the mouse. I'm not controlling the keyboard. I'm not making the decisions. It's very easy to be a backseat driver. It's very easy to watch a replay and point out everything someone did wrong. And, you know, oh, he should have done this, he should have done that. Well, when you're in the heat of the battle, it's different because your mind is occupied making decisions rather than just watching. See, I'm not making decisions. I'm just watching. I'm doing commentary. He's actually playing, making decisions. So it's, remember that when you're watching replays and you're sure that you would have done better. Not necessarily. Okay? Let's see this evolve. Now, the mouse is on a lot of HP. If he gets hit by the mouse, he's dead. If he gets hit by the either of the artillery, could be dead too. Now he snaps the mouse. Because why not snap a mouse? That's a mouse snap. This tank. Holy shit. This is a heavy tank, guys. They've just introduced another tank in the game that does 750 alpha, and it happens to be Russian. And it's on a heavy tank body. But it's TD, Yuri. It is actually TD. We would like this one to fight versus guerrillas. Oh, beautiful job by his teammate. The 60 TP, they easily handled that that mouse. The poor mouse. We're gonna have to watch some replays of a mouse. Guys, we're gonna have to do mouse replays. Oh, snap. Come on, snap. I wanna hear snap. Snap. No? Aim? Okay. No snapping. The game's not over. I think he thinks it's victory. He's a victory. No, you're actually gonna get hit by the other artillery unless you move. The game's not over. See? In the heat of the battle, he thought this was over. He's thinking, yeah, I wonder why doesn't it say victory? Because the game's not over. See, I'm the commentator. I don't have to work the controls. I realize that the game's not over. Whereas this Muppet, who's playing the game, doesn't realize that it's not over. He's thinking, victory. GG, he says. Oh, what? The game's not over? What? You're a backseat driver? You can't tell me the game wasn't over. He's realized, well, the game's not over. Now he's sorry, he types in chat. I thought the game was over. So go in the cap. That's all you can do now. Yeah, you can go. You can go find them because your teammate. I thought the game was over, he said. Read the chat. Okay, the 60 TP needs a minute. 59 seconds. Yeah, he's got it. Unless the artillery blind shoots the cap and resets. In which case, the artillery just did blind shoot. And the 60 TP is telling him K0. He did blind shoot, but he missed. Such a fail, says Object 2685. You still got time, buddy. You have 32 seconds to find that artillery and kill him. There he is. Oh, and you're lucky he didn't reset. But I think you have enough time to go kill him now. You have enough time to kill him if your teammate lets you. Come on. 15. Go left. That's right. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10,627. Pascucci's Medal. Top Gun. Confederate. Defender. High Caliber. 10,627. 6 kills. And 131,000 credits in the bank. Game number 2 here, guys. Tank Master 0014 from the Yujo clan. Shout out to you guys. Is running purple equipment across the board. Gun rammer, and you guys saw it there on your screen. Don't ask me to tell you what it is because I'll get it wrong. I think this guy actually does have turbo. How the hell should I know? I'm just a YouTuber. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think of this tank. It's certainly not, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's overpowered or going to break the game or anything like that. I'm just saying it's probably classified as wrong, incorrectly. And it's going to cause unintended, occasionally unintended blowouts that are, and you know what? In fairness, going back to what I said before, let's see, you just lead your shot, or just shoot. Yep. Boop. Yeah, make your shot count. It could go the other way, right? One team could get 3 STRVs, and one team get 3 of these, and then you get Malinovka or Prokhorovka, right? Could go the other way, right? The invisible STRVs on Prokhorovka, and 3 of these guys driving around like heavy tanks playing the ridge line, right? Or 3 of these on Himmelsdorf versus 3 STRVs would be a shit show. And he just penned him easily. What ammo does he have as number 1? The regular ammo. Wow. He just penned them in the turret easily. So anyways, let me know what you guys think about calling this thing a TD. It's just little things like that I pick up on immediately. In my brain, it's like, oh, well, that's a mistake. And I don't understand why the programmers who make this stuff and whose job it is to do this stuff that have these, you know, the tests and the super tests, 877 right through the turret, and they're involved with all. Don't they anticipate those type of scenarios, or are they just interested in having new content in the game? But my point is that you could have this new content in the game if you just call it a heavy tank, and then it's, I don't know. Then you could, one team could get this and 750 alpha heavy tank with a turret, and the other team gets a 60 TP. That'd be more balanced matchmaking, right? Just like when we talked about the EBRs, why not just call them a different class so that there's the same amount on each team? Just simple little things like that I immediately in my brain tweaks, oh, well, that's going to cause some problems. Not every game, you know, it's not going to be, but when you have dozens of these stupid kind of decisions in the game, then the problems occur more often. And then you get a lot of lopsided shit games with the matchmaking. Anyways, we're not going to go through that again. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Maybe you think I'm full of shit. If you're Claus, you're full of shit. Of course this is a TD. Look at it. It's got a pike nose. It's got a turret. It maneuvers kind of like a slow heavy tank TD. It looks like it. Does it look like a fucking TD to you? Doesn't look like a TD to me. Just pull around there. Shoot the cupola. Oh, he missed the cupola. I think you could have just shot right through him, buddy. You could have. He's a tier 8. The one you could have just shot. You have over 300 pen. You could have just shot right through him. No problem. You don't even need to hit the cupola. But he hit it anyway. You call that armor? Your regular ammo. I know, you're from the Yujo clan. You know what's going on. 303. You'd have a pretty good chance of going right through his turret. Unless you low roll. There you go. You know what let me tell you guys while we're going through this. 303 pen times 1.25 equals You can high roll this gun. You know there's RNG on penetration before the RNG damage roll occurs, right? As soon as you click the mouse and you shoot this gun, you can high roll your penetration, which gives you 378 pen with the regular round. You can basically penetrate anybody from the front if you get a high roll on your pen. Now, on the other hand, you can roll 303 times 0.75 is 227. You can roll as low as 227. So you can shoot someone with 250 millimeters of armor with this 303 pen gun and, you know, hit the flat part. You're sure you did everything right. And they said, that one bounced. That's because you low rolled your pen. There's RNG on your penetration. That's the one RNG component that I think is too great. And it's never shown to us on the screen. You know, we don't know. Did you get spotted? No, you didn't get spotted. Beautiful shot. Is he AFK? Africa? Is he Africa? He's Africa. Now you see, that's the same tier 8 you were aiming at before. Just shoot him anywhere. There you go. Right through the gun. And that's at distance too. Yeah, that range, plus or minus 25% on the penetration roll, causes lots of lopsided results. Because if you just happen to have a bunch of bad rolls, and you're shooting, this gun has particularly high pen, but if you're shooting a gun with, say, 240 pen, 230, 220 pen, and you have a lot of low rolls on your penetration, and maybe 3 or 4 people on your team have kind of a lot of low rolls, snapper! And the enemy team just happens to have a lot of high rolls, just by fluke. You know, the 4 or 5 key tanks on the enemy team have high rolls. 4 or 5 key tanks on your team have low rolls. Yeah, game's over. First 5 shots are fired and one team is down 4,800 HP. It happens. But anyways, I don't know why we're having these topics on this video. I just I talk about what fancies me, or how do you say it in Great Britain? Not what fancies me. What I fancy. I just chat about what I fancy. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Oh, look. Oh, fancy seeing that. An invisible Indian panzer who just appeared. Oh, righto. I guess we'll just put one into his turret. Please don't move. He's got to worry about that Burask. That Burask could still put a hurting on him. And the score is 9-9. Only 2 9s, not 9-9-9. 9-9. Where's the Indian Panzer? Is the Indian Panzer right there? Is he right there? If you pulled the trigger, would the Indian Panzer die right now? Please pull the trigger. Let's see. Just shoot. No, he's not there. I'm going to have to play my tank. I got this tank, but I haven't played it yet. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that, if you don't have the name of the tank above, you know, when you play the game, some people don't have the name of the tank or the tank symbol. You can set that in your settings. People that, you know, maybe don't have that or don't really know that they can adjust that. Let's do a snapper shot. There you go. People that don't have the name of the tank above are going to sometimes see this and mistake it for, you know, one of the objects with less alpha. And they're going to, it's going to hurt in the morning. Take out that Indian Panzer, will you, buddy? Let him have it. Come on. Snap, Rooney. Snap. Snap. Oh. And now he backs up. Oh, don't you hate that? Are you running one of those mods that every time you shoot your gun, you have to let your team know how long it takes you to reload? Probably good in Clan Wars, but maybe turn it off when you're playing random battles, because no one gives a shit how long it's going to take you to reload. In fact, it's really annoying when you're playing with someone. I don't think it didn't show up that time. So maybe he doesn't have it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he likes everyone to know how long it's going to take him to reload. I swing the biggest dick on this team. I want you to know how long it's going to take me to reload. Oh, say hello to my little friend. And what's the Indian Panzer going to do? Nothing. The Indian Panzer is going to aim, and he forgot to shoot. You shot your tracks. Blind shoot him. Blind shoot him. Oh. I would have went for the blind shot. Why not? You don't hit what you don't shoot, buddy. But he knows what he's doing, guys. Who am I to look at this? He's over 10,000 damage. And now he's letting his team know. Spot! Who do you want to spot for you? An E100 or a tortoise? Let me give you a hint. You're probably faster than both of them. Go spot for me, E100. They're in a predicament here, though, because last known position of the object 263 and the last known position of whatever that tank is in the at B0 puts them at a real. If that object 263 was there, he'd be spotted and he'd be shot. You have to go shoot that FV. You have to shoot the FV if you can get an angle. And I know he's worried about who's on the left, who's on the right. He's worried about being detected from this last known position of the object 263. And there it is. There's the object 263, but he did not shoot him when he scooted across. So he was probably not set up there. Now you can take him out. You can take him out. There you go. Beautiful. Now don't get hit by the Death Star. Don't get hit by the Death Star. Okay, the Indian Panzer is going to fight the E100. You know where the artillery is now. Oh boy. And now you don't mess around with an FV215B183. If he pens you, he can kill you. If he doesn't pen you, he can kill you depending on where he shoots you. You have to hope the E100 kills the Indian Panzer and comes back to help you. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! What a shot! Beautiful! Yes! Well done! He gets the shot and 596 spotting assist. Well done! Beautiful. Now the E100 can take on the E100 can take on the Indian Panzer, and you have to go after the artillery, buddy. Don't you? Or get in the cap. Get in the cap. Don't be selfish. Get in the cap. That's what you have to do to ensure victory. Because you've only got 2.5 minutes left. I don't think the Indian Panzer is there. He would have been spotted by the E100. Possibly. I think the Indian Panzer is to the south. He's got to be. The E100 is coming your way. Either way, if you get in the cap and the Indian Panzer shoots you, then the E100 could take him out. I'm trying to think of what strategy. They must think the Indian Panzer moved up north there. But you're wasting time. You're not going to be able to get the artillery. I would say go to cap. There you go. He was in the south. There you go. I was right. I wonder, because the last known position of the Indian Panzer was here. Look at the mini-map. And why were they thinking he was up here? Because the E100 was there. He would have been spotted. So, how the heck, says the E100? What do you mean, how the heck? He just drove like this. And you were over here. So now they got to get back and reset. Okay, they're going back. And he's going 40. I think he's got turbo. And he's got turbo probably just for these situations. Without turbo, maybe he wouldn't make it. But now once they take out the Indian Panzer, they have to find the artillery, or it ends up as a draw. Whereas if he went to cap, when I said cap, they probably win this game. But, you know, I'm the backseat driver, and I'm always very cautious. I would go for the win. They must have he probably took some instruction from the E100, who was sure the Indian Panzer was to the north. But now he knows where the artillery should be. Somewhere down here. Somewhere down there. He shot you a couple of times. I would think the artillery is somewhere over here. Look at the minimap. By that rock. Because that's where you got shot from, buddy. And now you're heading north. You got shot by the artillery, and he was over here. Maybe he can't remember. Remember, I'm watching the replay, and it's easy when you're watching it to notice things that you don't necessarily notice when you're in the heat of the battle. And the E-100's heading north. I have no idea why the E-100's heading north. It looks like, can it possibly happen? Is it good? He's just going to take one last blind shot. Oh my, my, my. A draw is like kissing your sister. A draw is like kissing your sister. But he does end up with Confederate and high caliber guys. He has 12,139 damage, 4 kills, and he made some credits. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'll catch you on the next one.